Andrea Saul is press secretary for Governor Mitt Romney's campaign. Good morning to you and welcome back here.
Thanks.
Two contrasts. Here's what the president's going to say today. He'll say in part, it's time to create middle-class jobs. It's time to pay down the debt. What's your guy going to say?
How are you, sir?
Well, first off, this president wants a do-over. He said 3 years ago that if he didn't get the job done on the economy, that he'd be facing a one-term proposition. And now he's asking for 4 more years. The Americans that have lost their jobs and their homes don't get a do-over. So he can deliver all the speeches he wants. We need someone who can deliver on the economy,
which is what
Governor Romney's going to talk about.
The other thing he's going to say is that Governor Romney wants to take away regulations and cut taxes. And if you do both of those things, the problems will take care of themselves. What will your guys say?
Well, Governor Romney's going to talk about what he's going to do on day one for starters. He's going to approve the Keystone Pipeline and go ahead and get those jobs going. He's going to start the process to repeal Obamacare and take that huge burden off of small businesses. He is going to look at regulations and make sure that there aren't too many burdens on our job creators. And these are proactive steps that we can take to make sure that job creators can hire again and get the economy going again. President Obama thinks that the private sector is doing fine, and we disagree, and Mitt Romney has steps that he's going to take to make sure that they can get back on their feet.
It appears that you have some work to do on getting that message out. And I know you're 5 months away from the big vote in early November. Washington Post, ABC News. Favorable opinion of the candidate's economic plan. 43 favor the president, 37 favor Governor Romney. How do you close that number, Andrea?
Well, you know, a lot of Americans are just learning about what Mitt Romney's plans are. He laid out a bunch of things in the primary, a 59-point plan on jobs. He had a huge speech on spending. He's laid out education reform, tax reform. So Americans are just learning about his views. And so we're excited to start from now until November and educating those voters on the steps that he's going to take as president to make sure that we keep the economy going again.
Up there in Boston within the campaign team, would you concede you have some work to do on that front?
Oh, absolutely. You know, a lot of people are familiar with the abysmal economic record of President Obama because they're living it every day. They're not as familiar with Mitt Romney's pro-growth, pro-jobs plans to get the economy going. And so we're going to be talking about that from now until November, and that starts on day one, which is what I said.
Okay. Right. The president is not expected to announce any major economic policies. I'm reading this off the Associated Press right here. Will Mitt Romney, your guy, offer something new and specific today?
Well, everything that Governor Romney's talking about is new. President Obama wants to double down on the failed policies of the past 3 years. And despite saying that it would be a one-term proposition, he wants us to award him more time to just enact more of his failed policies. The stimulus didn't work before. Why would we need another one if it did? He has no new ideas. He just wants a do-over. And like I said, the American people don't get one. I don't know why we would reward this president with one either.
Okay. Andrea Saul, thank you for your time with the Romney team up there in Boston. We did invite the Obama team to come on and defend their position after you. The invitation was declined today, but the invitation is still out there for any time, any day to come on back and defend their position. Andrea, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Bill.
You bet. 25